Okay, so we'll go to 2013 now. Okay, 2013. Suppose autonomous consumption is 400, MPC 0.8. If disposable income increases by 1200, consumption will increase by IU. What is our equation, guys? MPC equals change in consumption divided by change in income. No, MPC equals change in consumption divided by change in income. They have told us MPC is 0.8. Now this autonomous consumption is just given to confuse you. Huh? So MPC 0.8. They are saying if income increases by 1200, by how much will the consumption change by? Can you tell me by how much? Work around and find. Very simple. No? So change in consumption is equal to how much? Your change in consumption is equal to 1200 into 0.8. How much is that? That is a 960. Answer number 4. Clear? Very simple, huh? These are like the easiest questions that you can get. Okay. 23. In a closed economy with only lump sum taxes. Now, what are lump sum taxes? Lump sum taxes means autonomous taxes, where it doesn't depend on the income. If the MPS is equal to 0.25, a 80 billion increase in government purchase could cause a maximum increase of output of how much? Ayo, the two equations I taught you all. What are the two equations? Multiplier equals 1 over 1 minus MPC. Second equation, multiplier equals change in income over the change in autonomous expenditure. Okay, so what have they given us? They have given us MPS. Okay, based on MPS, can you tell me, guys, how much is MPC? If MPS is 0.25, MPC is 0.75, right? So you can you tell me? So 1 minus MPC is MPS. Do you all agree with me there? If I write it this way, is that correct? Yeah, 1 minus MPC is MPS. Okay, so I directly put it there. So how much is my multiplier? My multiplier is 4 times. Okay. I'll take this number and put it in this equation. Multiplier 4. 80 billion increase in government spending. So can you tell me by how much will my national income change by? See, these two equations, you have to interchange between these two, I think, nothing else. By how much will national income change by, guys? So change in national income is equal to 4 into 80, right? That is a not 3,600, it's a 320. Answer number 5. Okay. Going to 24. Yes, I'm hoping you all would have got a nice printout and you all are doing it. I get answers from around 20 people. Others also, I'm hoping you all are not just looking at the screen and waiting. I'm hoping you all are making notes and getting it done. Right. Question 24. 24 says, closed economy with no government, consumption is 30 plus 0.75y, where C is consumption, Y is income. Equilibrium level is 300. What is the level of investment? So you use the Y equals E equation. Y equals C plus I. They are saying, no, it's a closed economy. Closed economy, no government. So therefore, there is no government spending. There is no net export. Only C and I. Why they have said this? 300. Consumption, they have said this 30 plus 0.7 Y. Then you have to find investment. So Y is 300, 30 plus 0.7, Y is 300. So 0.7 into 300, right? Plus I. You work things around, you can get I. So 30, 0.7 into 300 is 210 plus I. So can you all do the calculation for me? How much is I? I is 60, no? Investment is a 60. Right. Answer number 1. Fine, guys. Very simple, okay? Use the equation, substitute to it, you find. Okay. Question 30. Sorry, question 25. Diagram below shows the savings and investment curves of a closed economy with no government. The potential level of output is YP. So potential means this is the full employment. Therefore, the gap between the actual and the potential. Yes. So where is your actual equilibrium? Now, this is your injections curve, investment. This is your withdrawal, savings curve, right? So where are you actually at equilibrium? This is what you have to figure out. Your actual equilibrium point is point G, right? This is where you are at actual equilibrium, YE. This is your equilibrium level of income. Where is your full employment or your potential output? YP. So what is the output gap? Difference between equilibrium and full employment. Difference between equilibrium and full employment is this, right? GX, maybe GX. This is your difference between this and this. So answer number 2. It's not a hard question. It's a very simple question. Only thing you have to figure out is where are you at equilibrium. So remember W equals J approach. So this is your withdrawals. This is your injection. Where does the withdrawals and injections intersect? At G. So that is your equilibrium. So draw a line down, equilibrium level of output. So gap between the equilibrium and the potential is your output gap. So that is ZX. How many of you got that correct? Got that correct means you know how to read the W equals J diagram. Yes. Okay, good. We'll move to the next. 26. In 1 year, total spending on consumption, investment, government purchase, CIG, that is GDE, was equal to 103% of GDP. This would be possible only if, so they are saying P plus I plus G, in other words, that is our GDE, no? GDE is 103%. So that means GDP is 100, right? GDE is 103%. How can that happen? What's the difference between GDE and GDP? The difference between GDE and GDP is net exports. So your net exports has to be what? Difference between GDE, GDP is not taxes. It is net exports. So your net exports has to be negative. Positive never negative, right? So how come the 103 become 100? It has to be a -3, right? So you can say net exports were negative. Is that clear? Very common, easy question. I remember there was something like this in one of our fast track papers also. Okay, now, okay, that's it with 2030. Can you all see how much you all got? That was 1 question, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 5. 3, 2. How 100, guys? Because here they say, you know, government purchases equal to 103% of the GDP. So 103% of GDP means that means GDP is 100. So GDP is 103% of it. That means 103. That's how this 100 comes. Okay. Right. So answer is number 3. Very less people got 5 out of 5. No, most people are right. Okay. This question, most of them got 3 and 4. There was only 1 person who had 5 out of 5 on the chat box. Okay, there are more. Okay. Yes. Right. that is with 2013. Can someone check, guys, does 2014 have unit 6 questions? 2014? No? Just check. Okay, so there's a question on the 24th one. I'll quickly summarize that. The 24th one, it's a very simple one. Simply do y equals e, right? So y is equal to c plus I. They have given you the y 300, right? So I put 300. Consumption they have given 30 plus 0.7y. I put that, and I have to find I. So for y, I substitute 0.7 into 300. So you do it there, and you find the investment. It's a simple substituting and moving around. Okay, right. So that is it with 2013. So 2014 paper, there is no unit number 6 question. So if anyone is watching the recording someday on YouTube, remember there is nothing from 2014. That's why there is no 2014 video.